Which one do I use? Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be performing a front differential fluid replacement on this BMW X1 28i with a 4-cylinder turbo engine. The fluid should be replaced every 30 to 50,000 kilometers on average, which equates to probably 2 to 5 years depending on driving habits. And the type of gear oil that you want to put in both on the front and the rear is 75W90 weight GL5 oil, which is specifically suited for BMW differentials. So the differential is located approximately here down below, so I'll have to access it from the bottom. If you have a lift, it's very easy to do. You lift the vehicle up, keep it level, and then just remove the plate from below and you can access both the drain and fill plug. But with the fact that I don't have one, I'm going to have to lift the car up on blocks, level it out, and so that I can video it properly, I'll probably remove the wheel so that I can video and show access from the side. So I'm going to get the vehicle prepped, which means I'm going to get it lifted up and the wheel off, and then we can take it from there. Vehicle has been lifted up and it's level, and I've also removed the front driver's wheel so I have greater access. Next step now is to get under the vehicle so I can determine which shields I need to remove so that I can properly access the front differential. Okay, I'm under the vehicle and it's obvious that I'm going to have to remove this metal plate and its 16mm bolts all around. I also need to gain access through here, which means I need to remove this front plastic cover, and there are a bunch of 8mm bolts holding this in place. And then I'm going to have to remove this little cover here, which is held in place by 10mm bolts. So once I have all of this off, I'll have great access to both the drain and fill plug of the front differential. So here I am dropping the metal skid plate, and already I can see the differential right in front of me. It's this right here. This is the drain plug, and I assume up somewhere in there is the fill plug. So I'll probably need to remove this plastic, like I said, in order to be able to show you exactly where it is. So luckily with this front plastic plate cover, I didn't have to remove it all. I just removed the nuts on the bolts on this side, and it drops enough for me to access. And I've just removed everything for these two little covers. This one goes here at the rear, and then there's this one here which slips off, and I'll have to slip it carefully out so I don't break it, like this. So that I can access the differential, which I'll have to locate. It is right there. I don't know, I'll show you a better photo of it, but it's located right there, the fill plug. Okay, so here is the differential, and here is the fill plug, and below is the drain plug. So I'll need to be able to crack this open first before I drain it to make sure that, first of all, I can open it up, because I don't want to drain fluid and not be able to fill it up again. And second, I also don't want to be creating a vacuum, so I'll remove this first and then the bottom so that all of the old differential fluid evacuates from inside. So I have my extension and the 14mm Allen socket, which is what fits into the differential drain and fill plug. So what I want to do is I want to be able to crack it open. So I don't have an extender bar here. I'm going to just try it with a regular wrench and see what happens. I may have to upgrade and move and add the extension bar to break it. Yeah, it's pretty tight, so I'm going to have to get my extension bar to get a little bit more leverage. So I put my extension bar here, and I was just able to crack it. So now I don't need this anymore. I can freely take it out. I'm going to put a little container below just in case something drips out. I doubt it will, but just to be on the safe side. So I'll take this out, then next I'll be moving under to remove the drain plug so I can get rid of all of the old gear oil. Okay, so I've just removed the fill plug. It's in excellent shape. And you can see there's the hole that I'll be filling it with. Now next will be to get underneath and open up and remove the drain plug so I can get the oil out. Okay, I cracked it open, so now I just need to remove the drain plug and let it drain. Before you environmentally get rid of your old gear oil, take a look at it and inspect it. And what I mean by that is take a look at the color. If it looks burnt or if you see metal fragments in it, it's obviously a sign that there's an issue going on with the differential that needs to be addressed beyond just changing the fluid. This fluid just looks a little bit dark. Obviously, having been in the car for several years, needs to be replaced, but I see nothing to indicate any sort of wear and tear on the differential. So now I can get rid of it, but before you do, always inspect yours. Okay, I have my torque wrench set up to the proper torque spec. Now it's just a matter of tightening it. And there I am, 44 pound-feet or 60 Newton meters. So now the next step now is to go to the fill plug that's open and start putting in the new fluid. And I'll show you how to do that. So I have my new gear oil and my pump, hand pump. So I have one end in the new container of new fluid and then the other end inside the fill hole in the differential. So now it's just a process of me to start pumping the new fluid into the differential, and I'll know when I'm complete when it starts to drip out of the differential hole. It's hit its capacity. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I hit maximum. Okay, so you can see now it's starting to drip out, which means I've hit the capacity. So I'm going to pull out the fill tube and then put the plug back in place. So I have my torque wrench set up. Now I'm just going to torque this fill plug. And there I am. It's been torqued to 44 pound-feet or 60 Newton meters. Now the next step is to start putting the metal plate and all the plastic covers back in place, and the job is complete. Okay, here I am putting the final bolt in for the metal stiffening plate. All the lower plastic engine cover has been put in place, as well as the ones around the axle, the wheel. So everything's been put in. I'm just going to make sure that all of these bolts are very tight and the job is complete. So the last step now that the wheel is on is to torque the lug nuts or lug bolts. And the torque spec is 103 pound-feet. And what we're going to do is the star pattern, which that means is starting with this one here, moving down diagonally to this one, cross over to this one, move over to this one, and then finally over to this one. That's the star pattern. To be safe, we'll do it again. Start here, 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 and finally here. Thanks for watching this comprehensive DIY tutorial on replacing the front differential gear oil on a BMW X1. The fluid required is 75W90 GL5 synthetic gear oil. It is recommended that it be replaced every 3 to 5 years or 30 to 50,000 miles, which is 50 to 80,000 kilometers. A 14mm Allen socket is required to open up the drain and fill plugs on the bottom and side of the differential. The torque specification on the plugs is 44 pound-feet or 60 Newton meters. We hope you found this DIY tutorial informative. Please subscribe to our channel, Drive Chris Capredoni, and watch our other informative videos as your source for vehicle reviews, analysis, maintenance, and restorations.